Everybody. Dust on the Moon here. Just want to talk about what happened in my league first week of the fantasy season and go and do a quick preview of the second week. Just make some picks. Let's get into it. The first matchup is between me and Sheep. I won the matchup 6-3. I think it's not really surprising. A lot of categories are somewhat close. I think between me and Sheep, probably it's gonna come down to steals. Anyway, and Sheep got some players out on Sunday. Otherwise, it will be really close. Field goal. Sheep's team is really efficient. He's got Christian Wood, who missed the first game, and he's got Kyrie and AD. So all efficiency monsters. Sheep doesn't have a guard that's high volume and just gonna shit on your field goal, right? He doesn't have a single guy that does that because Kyrie is super efficient. So it's no surprise he shot 52%. Maybe that is a surprise. Kyrie's not gonna shoot 60%. But everybody else performed, and Bogdanovic obviously trolled him. AD 58%. He's more like a low 50s guy. But everybody else, Victor Oladipo, whoa. Oh, I take that back. Sheep does have one guy that's gonna just destroy his field goal in 1 week. That's Victor Oladipo, but he's no longer the number one guy, so he's not gonna take 20 shots and make 7 or 8. Gordon Dragic had a good week. Oh, he also got Thomas Bryant, a pretty good field goal anchor. Robert Covington, he's not a high field goal guy, but his volume is not there. So 52%. And look at my team. Steph Curry obviously trolled. Colin Sexton played like a god, 60%. So obviously this is gonna cool down and his scoring gonna go down. Malik Beasley, he's not a good field goal guy anyways. Harden had just played just one game. Embiid only played one game on my team, played well. Gordon Hayward had a good week, 55%. Anthony Edwards, this is probably the trend. He's gonna have high volume and low field goal. Everybody else probably perform. Donovan Mitchell also struggled this week. I think he struggled both games. Didn't really score a lot of points in both. And Jeff T, oh boy, oh my God, 0 for 11. So yeah, I guess that and Kobe White also struggled. So my team collectively shot 43%. I mean, could be better. In the weeks to come. And free throw, my team perform. I won free throw. My team performed really well on free throw. Look at Curry, 18 for 18. Kobe White, Patrick Williams. I don't know, he's a good free throw guy, but he made 90%, took 10. Jeff T, 0 for 11 from field goal. Kind of carried on from the free throw line. Colin Sexton, that's surprising. He's supposed to be a really good free throw shooter, so he'll be better than this. Donovan Mitchell, that's, Wendell Carter Jr., that's kind of expected. Harden, strong field goal anchor. Gordon Hayward, Anthony Edwards. Yeah, it's pretty much expected. And look at Sheep's team. His Sheep's team free throw is not bad. Kyrie and AD, both great free throw anchors. But other than that, he doesn't really have any other anchors, but that's enough. But who missed free throws on his team? Just everybody missed like one or two. That's what you get. And, you end up being 77%. Look at threes. I should have more threes than Sheep, because Sheep's got a couple guys that don't really shoot threes. AD, he did make 3 threes. He missed one game, so I guess you can no longer count him out as not shooting threes. Nurkic, definitely not a good, not don't have a lot of high volume, but his big man does shoot. Like Christian Wood should attempt some threes. He's not gonna make like 3 a game, but he should make like 1 point something. Brook Lopez is a big man, shoot 3. I guess Sheep does have decent threes, but none of his guard is a huge threes guy. Kyrie made 14, but usually Kyrie is not gonna average over 3 threes a game. Around 3, a bit less than 3, I think. And look at rebound. Sheep. My rebound and Sheep was somewhat close. Sheep should have way more rebound. Yusuf Nurkic only had 2 games. Kind of struggled. AD should actually AD's rebounding numbers. Ever since he joined the Lakers, not that high. But he missed 1 game. Okay, Love missed a few games. He's a good big rebounder guy. Thomas Bryant doesn't really have much rebound because Westbrook took all his rebounds, all his cookies. From my side, I traded away Joel Embiid. So really, my big rebounding guy, I only got Wendell Carter Jr. Everybody else, Jay Crowder gave me 11. That's decent. Gordon Hayward gave me 14. That's throughout 3 games. So So I don't really have a big rebounder. Kobe White is a good rebounder, I suppose. 11 boards in 3 games as a guard. Can't really complain, about his rebounding numbers as a guard. And let's go to assists. So I should have more assists than Sheep. Sheep, what is the big assist guys? Not really, just Kyrie really. So yeah, Sheep is gonna lose assist. Sheep's assist, is actually pretty weak. And for me, my assist should be pretty strong. Got a lot of guards, right? Gordon Hayward as a forward got 21 assists. He should average, about 5. Harden obviously only played 1 game, got 17 of them. Zach LaVine, that's surprising. He only played 1 game on my team, only got 1. Wendell Carter Jr. got 6. Donovan Mitchell, he should average about 5. Colin Sexton, and Curry, 3 games, 22. That sounds about right. Kobe White, 3 games, 15. That sounds about right. That's it for my team. And steals is what's, I guess, usually determines when I play Sheep who's gonna win and who's gonna lose. Justin Holiday, kind of unlucky, did not get any steals. Only played 1 game on Sheep's team. Cole Anthony. Sheep is he really does like this Cole Anthony guy, but this guy not getting enough minutes. 2 games, 36 minutes. Kyrie 2, Dorian Finney-Smith 3 steals. Nurkic, the Sheep's steals are not that strong, to be honest. AD is decent, but decent steals guy. Robert Covington is a decent steals guy, but everybody else, Kyrie is somewhat decent. And Oladipo, he's no longer the guy anymore. He used his best year, he averaged almost 2 steals, maybe 2, but ever since the injury, he's not the same guy. So Sheep's team steals are not that high, to be honest. And my team, I got a lot of guards, so my steals, are somewhat decent. Not the most in the league, but somewhat decent. I got Harden, Curry, both decent steals guys. And after that, I got a bunch of guards like Colin Sexton. Actually, it's surprising that this year he started picking up his steal numbers. Kobe White should get 1 a game. All those guys should be average 1 a game. And Darius Bazley, let's see how many steals he gets as a small forward. And Anthony Edwards seems to be a pretty, a guy that plays pretty decent defense. Does a pretty good job, getting those steals. That's it for my team. Blocks. It's really surprising that this is a surprise that I was able to have 1 more block than Sheep. I think all the guys, the big guys like AD, did not get a single block, right? Which happens sometimes. Christian Wood only got 1 because he only played 1 game. Yusuf Nurkic only got 1. I think overall Sheep's a block should be decent. His guys is not blocking shots this week, so I was able to get 1. Nobody on my team really get that many blocks. Curry got 2 blocks. Surprising. Donovan Mitchell got 2. I mean, guards. If you guard, sometimes you get blocks, but it's more of a gift when we get the blocks, right? Wendell Carter Jr. is the only big dude on my team that does block shots, and he's not a big block guy like Brook Lopez or Miles Turner. So that's a surprise. Turnovers, Sheep's team seems to be really efficient. His high usage guys doesn't turn the ball over. Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving. His best 2 guys don't turn over, so it's naturally his turnovers look good. And my turn, I got a bunch of guys that turn the ball over a bunch, right? Harden, Curry, Donovan Mitchell. My scoring, I have a lot of scoring. I got Harden and Curry, so my scoring is gonna be strong. Sheep's scoring is decent, but Nurkic is really not a scoring guy. So after AD and Kyrie, he doesn't really have a guy that would get him a lot of points. So that's Sheep's team. That's the matchup between me and Sheep. Let's go to the next one. Triple double, no assists. Lian versus Horky. Right. So Horky in this league, let me just talk about Horky's team real quick. Yeah, Horky's going all guard team, and somehow he's shooting 46%, while Lian's team shed the bed. Vucevic just kind of killed his field goal, so his Dame time did not have a good week. Fultz tried to carry. Collins is decent. But Davis Bertans, just his high D rolls, his high usage guys, pretty much all of them had a bad week. Even Vucevic had a bad week, and Bledsoe, 33 shots, 11. So there's no coming back from that. Like John Collins is a good field goal anchor, but only 19 shots because I think both games he was in some kind of foul trouble. So it's really unlucky. When you play Horky, you should be able to win field goal. Free throw, not much to talk about. Lian's free throw is somewhat decent actually like his bigs. I guess John Collins' free throw is not that great, but everybody else like Vucevic is an 80% free throw shooter, close to. So his free throw is not that strong, but it should be around 80%, 79, maybe 78. So 78% is no surprise. In Horky's team, obviously all guard. Good free throw other than Jaylen Brown. Let's look at threes. Horky got all the 3-point shooters. CJ McCollum tried, but Lian still lost by 16 threes. Look at rebounding. Lian's team's rebounding is not too strong. He does have two guys that grab you a lot of rebounds, Vucevic and John Collins. Everybody else is, I guess Keldon Johnson, he had a huge couple games. He does give you 11. He only played one game on Lian's team. He had 31 minutes, grabbed 11. And Vucevic, Collins, everybody else doesn't really give you that much rebound. But Horky's team, Larry Nance Jr. had like a huge game. So 24 rebound, that's like a quarter of his team's rebound. Everybody else doesn't grab any rebound. So Larry Nance Jr. is Horky's only center. Interesting. Assists, Horky obviously. Lian's team, how many assists? D-Rose gets him Dame time, Fultz, Beal. None of those guys are big assist guys. They're decent. They give you 5 and 6. Everybody else is very low assist. Lian's also got Joe Ingles. Got to drop this guy. This guy doesn't really do much. Maybe he already did. Yeah, he already did. Looks like. And Horky's team, yeah. Lowry, Darius Garland had a good year. Trae Young, good assist. Fred VanVleet, good assist. That's 4 guys. And Marcus Smart also give you decent assist. And steals, Horky should able to win. Lian, nobody really gets steals. Eric Bledsoe. Dame time is not a good Dame time. Bradley Beal, not really known for their steals ability. Markelle Fultz, not really, not big steals guys. And Horky's got Horky. Trey's got 0 steals this week, right? Larry Nance Jr. is able to get 4, but Trey should average like 1.2, 1.3, no problem. Horky's got a lot of steal specialists: Paul George, Marcus Smart. Fred VanVleet, but that's the thing. Steals, the variance is too high. Like I remember last year, like VanVleet had close to 2. Like he's not gonna have 2, maybe 1.5 steals this year. Like who knows? He played 2 games, got 4 steals, but like steals variance is really high. Maybe Paul George is not gonna give you close to 2 steals like he did in OKC, more like 1.5, because he's not gonna try as hard on defense, right? And also the system might be different. And let's look at the blocks. Lian wins it, 17 blocks. He got a couple big guys, Al Horford, Vucevic, John Collins. So he should able to have more blocks than Horky. Horky got 13. Jaylen Brown got 3. Marcus Smart got 3. Everybody else is like have 1 or 2. But ends up having 13. Let's look at turnovers. D-Rose got a lot of turnovers. Eric Bledsoe got a lot of turnovers for Lian. But overall, Horky should have more turnovers, a lot more playmakers on the team, a lot of guys with a lot of usage. And look at the points. Bradley Beal did have a few big games, but Lian just look at this. Lian's team played 837. Either Lian's guys, you just need to drop them. They're not playing as high minutes as Horky's guys. But if they're playing the same minutes, maybe same amount of points. I was talking about Horky's weakness as a team is just it doesn't seem that he has a lot of points. That's why he wants to get the what's his name, Zach LaVine for Lowry. He already got enough assists. He doesn't need them. He wants more points, right? So yeah, that's it about this matchup. For next is Nate Robinson, Daniel's team versus Kawhi Leonard's Lav Zuchang. It's a blowout. I think Daniel's team. Daniel got Jamal Murray second round. So yeah, Daniel's gonna struggle a bit. And his team plays 666 minutes. versus 863 minutes. Kawhi Leonard's played a lot more minutes. Compared to Horky, it's not that much, but hey, still played. Compared to Daniel, yeah. How did Daniel play only 606? Anyways, oh my god, he only had like 4, 5, 6. Maybe he just didn't set his lineup. He only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. You're supposed to have 13 guys on your roster, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Daniel just didn't set up his lineup, but that's okay. Just punt the first week. Overall, his team is a punting free throw team that's whose field goal is not that strong. So yeah, Daniel's gonna make some moves, but it's okay. It's for fun. So I guess we're not going into too much detail because Daniel just doesn't have enough guys playing this week, or didn't put them in the lineup. Let's go to the next. Yeah, this game is really really close. Leader lost to Will by 1 rebound, so it's that's fantasy basketball for you. Really unlucky. So I guess I'll just focus on rebounding, like how every other category wasn't that close other than rebounding. So how did leader lose rebound? Anybody overperform or underperform? Let's see. Chris Boucher, wow, leader got Chris Boucher. He kind of overperformed in the second game. He wasn't expected to get that many minutes. Jared Allen, oh, I think he made the trade to get Jared Allen, so performed well on his team. Eldridge kind of sucked. Throughout 3 games, like 3 games, 36 points, 13 rebounds. That's good. That's not good enough for whatever pick that he got picked. He got kind of picked late, yeah. 6th round, yeah. Still, leader would like more. James Wiseman's played really well. 17 rebound. Tatum 26 rebound. That's huge for leader. Middleton. Batum's got 16. That's good pickup by leader. Micah Bridges 17 rebounds. So decent rebounding numbers from leader, I would say. Like nobody necessarily underperformed. So let's look at Will's team. Will's got Russell Westbrook, big rebounder guy. Montrezl Harrell, decent rebound. Zion, good rebounding, and Sabonis. So Will's got Obi Toppin. Yeah, you should drop this guy. If you're listening to this guy is not getting minutes, so drop him. And Thomas Satoransky is also droppable, I think. So I think overall, like if you leader at him play 10 times, I think Will's team should have more rebound because they got a lot of guys that are high on rebound. So maybe it was unlucky losing by 1 rebound, but Will's team should have more rebound than leaders. So that's that. Yeah, I guess. It's unlucky, but it looks like Will's team should have more rebounds. So I don't know. I don't know how leaders should take this loss. Let's look at the next game. Dr. Walkby and Jackson got. This game Walkby kind of got. He got Harden and he traded to me, and so he didn't really get one Harden game. He did get one Embiid game. So if Walkby had the full roster, he might be able to beat YP because look at the blocks, right? It's really close with blocks, and it's really close that the 3, right? I guess the turnover is close, but the fact that Walkby lost 2 categories, and the other counting stats are kind of competitive. So let's look at Walkby's team. What happened this week? Why did he lose field goal? So D'Lo obviously kind of struggled. Devontae Graham, that's the expectation. He's gonna throw your field goal every week. I don't know. JJ Redick just trolled himself by picking him. DeAndre Ayton tried to carry, but the volume is not there. I guess it is. Played 2 games, 25 shots. That's good. TJ Warren, like I said, this guy is a field goal specialist. So enjoy him. Walk by. He give you a lot of. He's gonna give you 20 points and a good field goal. And no turnover. Like his efficiency is elite. Who else trolled Walk by? Lauri Markkanen played really well. That's a surprise. Yeah, I guess Drummond as a center, he shouldn't shoot. He shouldn't have that low of a field goal. So I would say Walk by's team underperformed a little bit. Maybe Josh Richardson, Tyrese. But it should be better than 45%. Walk by's team. Let's look at YP's team. These guys overperformed. Tim Hardaway Jr. That's true. That's expectation. Blake Griffin expectation, Dylan Brooks expectation, Brandon Ingram around that, yeah. Malcolm Brogdon overperformed. Who carried on YP's team? Actually, Julius Randle, Alec Burks, and Terry Rozier. Yeah, those three guys carry YP. If they just have average shooting numbers this week, walk by, but that's a lot of ifs. I know. But the field goal might be competitive for walk by. And look at free throw. Yeah, the problem with walk by's free throw is all of his guys are decent free throw shooters, and then he got Andre Drummond. Oh, Aiden kind of had a rough week, but he should be like a high 70 free throw guy. So walk by should perform better than 72%. Let's look at YP's team. Yeah, his team doesn't have a anchor free throw because I guess Doncic had a good week. Yeah, this is not gonna continue. Julius Randle, no, 82%, no. Jared Allen, 80%, no. Brandon Ingram, yeah, Gary is a good free throw shooter, so you can expect that. So YP, don't be too happy about your free throw. This sheet is gonna go down in the weeks to come. Threes, lost by 4. Lauren Markkinen played well, give you 10 threes. Devontae Graham give you 10 threes. But let's look at YP scene. Barely won. I guess it's very smart for YP to get Tim Hardaway Jr. and give him the 3. Yeah, Blake Griffin had that 8 3-pointer game. Really helped YP. Terry Rozier 13 3 points. So like if those two guys below perform average, and Wabai Harden played, even Harden played, like the 3-pointers would have been tied. So if rematch would be interesting. And then look at the rebounding. Wabai got a lot of rebound, right? Now that he got 3 big guys, big rebounding guys in Embiid, Ayton, and Drummond. So he's like one of the gonna be a top rebounding teams in the league. YP's team, who's got Luka gets a lot of rebound. Julius Randle, yeah, maybe he'll play like this the rest of the season. Steven Adams, good rebounding. Yeah, Wabai should have more rebound. That's no surprise there. Assist, Wabai really doesn't have that many assists. Devontae Graham and D'Lo. That's about the only guy. I mean, if LaMelo gets more minutes, then sure, he will give you like 6 assists. But other than that, not really. YP's team, Luka Doncic, big assist guy. Even though I was expecting like 9-10 assists. Shea should get this year he should take because he's the only playmaker on the team. He would get plenty of assists. But that'll be it. Brandon Ingram overperformed. I think one game he got 11 assists. So YP assists are not that strong. Steals, walk by 1 because Richardson played well, and then all those guys give him 3. And big steals guy is Drummond, right? 3 games, yeah. That's what Drummond is so good. Those defensive stats as a big man, he gets those steals. Really scary. YP's team, don't really have a big steals guy. Steven Adams is a big dude that gets a lot of steals. That's about it. So YP's team is not like Jared Allen. Oh, I guess he already got rid of him. So Randall is not a good big steals guy. Blake Griffin is not a big steals guy. But everybody else does get steals, so his steals is gonna be somewhat decent. It's gonna be variance, just a lot of variance. Blocks. Wabai lost blocks by 2. Wabai does have all those big dudes. What is going on? Why did he lose blocks to YP? Who on YP blocked shots? Jared Allen. Oh, before he traded his ass, he gave him those 6 blocks, and Steven Adams. Yeah, everybody else on YP gave him like 1 or 2. So YP got enough blocks out of him to win, and Wabai should I think for the most part should win blocks versus most teams, and the turnover battle was somewhat close. Luka, how many blocks? He only got 6 turnovers, so that's decent. 11 by Randle because he had such high usage those couple games, and the points YP was able to win because Luka, YP's points decent. Luka, Brandon Ingram, Randall, Shea. Wabai's points should also, he didn't have 927 minutes, 928. Okay, they played about the same minutes, but I think Wabai has got more points than YP. T.J. Warren, good points. Zach LaVine, Joel Embiid. Ayton should average close to 20. So because the week is so short, Wabai has some guys out. They lost it. The next matchup is also somewhat close, 5-4. Apple versus Team Patel. Uh, Apple's team in this league, I believe I said he's one of the by far the strongest team, and this looks like it. So because he's punting so many categories, I'm not gonna talk about it. Both teams just free throw. Vignesh free throw is so low. What's going on? Rudy Gobert trolled DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, that's why like your KD's free throw is so good, but all your other guys kind of trolling your free throw. It just doesn't make too much sense. Having such a great free throw, like I guess that's something to think about which direction you want to go. But you're still gonna beat Apple because the entire team is trolling free throw, and they both field goals are elite, 50%. Vignesh team, like everybody's elite field goal. Chris Paul usually he's somewhat good field goal guy, I think. Jimmy Butler kind of short, but it's just one game. But a lot of like KD the expected. Duncan Robinson cannot sustain this, but Hassan Whiteside good field goal guy. Brandon Clark kind of trolled, but DeAndre Jordan good field goal guy. Aaron Baines should give you decent field goal, and Rudy Gobert as well. And Apple's team, everybody is a good field goal guy, so don't have to worry too much. And threes, Patel is gonna have more. Rebound, wow, it was somewhat close. Both teams got a lot of big guys. But I think for the most part, Apple should have more rebounds than Vignesh. And same thing with assist. Vignesh's team, not that many assists other than Chris Paul, right? Apple's team's got a lot of assist guys, Simmons, Joker. His assists are not that high, but consider all the big men he has, his assist is decent. And look at the steals. KD got a lot of steals, but Vignesh's team, just too many guys just don't get any steals. Like Duncan Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, those guys are known for not getting any steals. And like DeAndre Jordan, Aaron Baines, Rudy Gobert, just like too many guys not getting steals. And then again, you have Jimmy Butler, who's a big steals guy. So losing 3 is not really a surprise because Apple's got a lot of steals guys, like big men that get steals. Oh my God, how many guards does Apple has? Dejounte Murray, that's it. Drew Holiday. Everybody else is, I guess Ben Simmons is the point guard. And then looking at turnovers, yeah, Apple's gonna have way more because he got all those playmakers and big man, offensive fouls, right? Setting up illegal screens and points. There's no surprise. Apple is basically pounding points. So that's it for this matchup. Let's just look forward to this week. Let's see. Oh man, this week already started, so okay, ignore that. I think me and Walkby is gonna be close. I'm a guard team, so I think it's gonna come down to probably steals. Is my opinion. The next game is Nate Robinson, Daniel versus triple double no assist. That's Lian. I think Lian's gonna win. Daniel's team needs need to make some moves. Need to pick up some guys. Let's see if he set his lineup today. Need to drop some guys that sucks, and like just really quickly, like Harrison Barnes, you can drop him. JaVale McGee, that's a drop. Right, just right off the bat, those two guys you can drop them. Seth Curry probably. Does he really give you what you want? And you can put Kristaps Porzingis into the IR. So yeah, right there you get 3 roster spots. But I think Daniel's gonna lose this week. Horky versus Sheep. Horky's team. I think Horky's a guard team versus Sheep. I think Sheep's team. It comes down to I think steals. Can Sheep get enough steals? We'll see. Kawhi Leonard versus Dream Shakers. I'm just trying to see. I honestly have no idea because both teams seems to pretty like well rounded. No team is good at. Oh, okay. Cat is out, so I think Chita is gonna lose. Chita also did not set his lineup, so yeah, leader is gonna win. Yeah. That's that, and Will versus Vignesh. I think Will is gonna win. Will's team is, I think it's pretty strong. He's pounding free throw and he's strong in a lot of categories, like rebounds, field goal, points. So I think Will's gonna win. And Sky Gary versus Team Baltimore. Yeah, I think Sky Gary is gonna win because YP's team. Yeah, YP cannot win rebounds. Like I know YP's team is weak in those four categories, so YP is gonna lose. That's it. I will do this kind of like go over each matchup every week. I gotta go now. Bye.